Hey guys, it's El Supersonic Q here with a video that I just felt like I needed to make because of all the hype and stuff about it right now, and because it's just a really great leap in trying to get this to return, and that subject being Toonami. So we all know what happened last night. Adult Swim pulled an April Fool's Day prank, and they re-aired Toonami. So what they did is pretty much from midnight to 6 in the morning, all of Adult Swim's anime time, they pretty much replaced it all with old school Toonami shows like Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Tenchi Muyo, Outlaw Star, and a bunch of others. The list went on. And they did show Bleach before that though. And I think this was such like a shock to everyone because I think we can all pretty much say we did not see this coming. And yeah, I'll be honest, when I was watching Adult Swim last night, because for the longest time I've really contemplated just not watching Adult Swim anymore. I'm like, I stay up until midnight every Saturday to watch a half an hour of filler Bleach that I hate. Why do I do that? And it was funny because this week I was really thinking about, I don't think I'm gonna stay up. It's not worth it. I finally decided that Bleach is not worth watching anymore. But nonetheless, I actually did end up staying up. And when I saw like the whole Toonami thing going on, I really did not know what to think, and my mind was pretty much blown, which I think happened to a lot of other people as well. So that was really, really great. I'm gonna give my props to whoever thought that up because they're probably employee of the month or whoever. But here's the thing now. So we all had our great nostalgia trip, right, last night. But there's another thing too. Where can this go? Where is it gonna be taken? Is there a next step? And that's kind of what I want to address in this video because it's all handy dandy now, but where is it going to go in the future? Before I start that though, I gotta say that between Cartoon Network and Adult Swim in these past 2 days, I think they've been the best they've ever been ever since like 2008. I swear. We had Cartoon Planet on Cartoon Network a couple nights ago on Friday, which had all their classic cartoons, and now we had Toonami on Adult Swim for the win. But okay. So my initial reaction was like, whoa, whoa, Toonami's like, returning and stuff. And I think a lot of other people had that too. But you kind of got to see past that for a second. So this is cited as an April Fool's Day prank. So of course, the first thing you think is, oh, it's not, for real. But I think, if anything, what this did last night revived the hope and the want that the fans needed to, actually get up and say, well, get up through viewing and say to Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, we want Toonami back. Because, like I said, if anything, what this did, I guarantee you that this shot ratings up farther than they've ever been shot up before. Like, I was looking at my inbox, and you guys were posting comments on my conclusive Toonami video, whatever, that I made a couple months ago and stuff. I was getting comments at, like, 1 in the morning, So, I mean, it was definitely out there. People were definitely watching this. And as a result, the fact that Adult Swim and people like that see that ratings skyrocketed, it shows that there is still a want for Toonami. It backs up the fact that fans say, we want Toonami back. It's one thing if you're a fan of Toonami and say, I want Toonami back, but you don't really, you don't really show it. But it's another thing to say, I want Toonami back, Adult Swim gives it to you for one night, and you watch it, and it just boosts ratings, and that shows the executives at Adult Swim and Cartoon Network that, yes, we want this back, and we're serious about it. Because who doesn't want Toonami back? Toonami is epic. But the next thing we have to look for is, yeah, like, what's to come in the future with this? We can't all just jump the gun, which I feel like a lot of people want to do, and maybe a lot of people have, and that's that, Toonami is back. I will be curious to see what Adult Swim does next week, whether or not they're going to test the waters a bit more, maybe, either, if not, show a whole nother Toonami run with their anime lineup currently, or just, like, kind of do more hinting at it, I mean, you can't deny that Cartoon Network was hinting at, like, Toonami and stuff, like, I mean, I made videos about it, other people have made videos about it, just hinting at Toonami just all over the place, and yeah, that's pretty much what they did, and as a result, we got this. So I think they're probably going to test the waters a bit more, and then maybe later on they'll actually bring it back in full. Although I will say I'd rather have it on Cartoon Network only because it was like theirs first, and I feel like having a concentrated block of anime on Cartoon Network would make it better because Adult Swim without having an actual like block of anime like Toonami, it did pretty well on its own because they back in the old days they used to just throw anime on whatever time in the week, you know, whatever weekday, whatever time slot fit, and it got pretty good ratings. So I don't think they need an actual block like Toonami. And plus, I get pretty mad. I was pretty mad last night. It was like midnight, and like I'm gonna stay up for like the first 6 hours of the morning watching Toonami. It's like I'd like to, but I need sleep. So if they did that, I'd be pretty mad about it. Unless say Adult Swim took it or whatever, and they started at like 9 and went from like either like maybe 9 to 12, 9 to 1, something like that. I just don't want it to like come back and then become completely unwatchable because it doesn't do you a whole lot of good if nobody's watching it at 3 in the morning, which, you know, let's get real. Who's going to watch Toonami at 3 in the morning? You know, like every single week? I mean, people need sleep. So that's when Adult Swim and Cartoon Network need to use their noggins and say, okay, we're going to put this on at a reasonable time to watch. But I digress. I know that Steve Bloom did his thing on his like Facebook page saying that Toonami it's not officially back yet, but just let the people know that you want it back, which I think we've clearly been doing, and I think very soon we probably will see an official return. I think this was like the start of it, and like I said, they're gonna see, you know, the reception I want to say it gets because I've already seen things all over the internet. There's been like memes made out of this already, like you wouldn't believe it. So yeah, I really think this is the beginning of the return, and this is the first time they really threw it out to the fans and say, you wanted this, here it is. Now we're gonna see how it performed by our standards and what you guys have been saying, which I really feel like we all definitely did. I mean, yeah, it was just a really amazing thing. Finally, just shouting out to whoever decided to do this as an April Fool's thing because it was a really, really great one in the sense that we saw Toonami again. Like how was that a joke? That was more like a gift. So, whoever did that, you're going to be Employee of the Month for at least this month, and if you think of anything else like this again, then you'll still be Employee of the Month. So, good job on that. And yeah, I'm hoping that because of this, it motivates Cartoon Network, because I don't actually know how much Cartoon Network had to do with this, but pretend they didn't, because I honestly have no faith that they did. So pretend they didn't, and they see this like all over everywhere. I guarantee you on their Cartoon Network forums, which I'm like protesting by the way, because they will never approve my posts, but I guarantee you on there, I might just check just for the sake of this, but I guarantee people are posting that Toonami is back and stuff like that. Which again, we got to see where it takes, where this goes. It might return again. I think this is the start of the return, and we just gotta wait it out a bit longer. They're gonna hint at it more, see what the fans do with it more, and stuff like that. It's not officially back, but I really feel like it's coming back, and hopefully Cartoon Network will pick up on that and say, "Whoa! Well, Adult Swim did a really, really smart thing. Maybe we should stop dabbling in the live action and actually get serious about taking Toonami, back and putting it on our channel, because it would make us substantially better because, again, like I mentioned, Toonami on Cartoon Network is just epic. Like, it's not bad on Adult Swim, but I think if Toonami went back on Cartoon Network, it would just be, like, old school heaven and just, like, nostalgia just all over the place. I really think that'd be really great for them to do, and it would knock out the live action crowd. Because remember, this isn't talking about Adult Swim. This is talking about Cartoon Network. We have to focus this on the Cartoon Network's perspective, not Adult Swim's perspective. So, I hope the Cartoon Network takes this as a good sign and does something with it. And I think that's all for my ramble now. I just wanted to make a short video about it. I didn't want to go on for too long, just throwing my thoughts out there. And you guys can comment below like you did. Like I had like 43 comments in my inbox, like on that Toonami video that I made, the conclusive proof one. So props to that. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. El Supersonic Q. Yeah. Signing off. I guess. Do I have? Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So that's it for this video, and until the next one, that's it from El Supersonic Q and Finn.